A wind turbine which could generate electricity for the national grid has been officially switched on in West Wales. The windmill at Carmarthen Bay Power Station in Buryport is capable of supplying enough electricity for a small village.
The coal-fired Carmarthen Bay Power Station, ageing and likely to close soon, is the ironic choice of site for a 21st century power source. It's one of Britain's windiest spots, so an ideal location for the aero generator. Just after lunch, the machine started pumping electricity into the local grid, supplying homes in the Llanelli area with a tiny proportion of their power. It's a practical experiment for the generating board. The paperwork is done. They want to measure exactly how much power the wind can generate. That amount at the moment is small, at best enough to power a small village, and this generator has cost £2/3 of £1 million. At those sort of levels, tapping the free wind is hardly economic.
Well, this is certainly not economic. This is just a research project. I think it's difficult for it to be economic. But if you're beginning on a research program, it's no good being too skeptical at the beginning. If you're too skeptical at the beginning, you'll never start anything. So let's start learning. Let's find out what we can. Let's find out how to reduce the cost. Looks reasonably promising.
Windmills have numerous problems: storage of the electricity, the fact that the wind is not going to be there all the time. Can they ever make a serious contribution to supplying electricity, or will mainstays always be coal and nuclear power?
Well, on all the present estimates we make, nuclear power looks like the best bet. Coal, of course, is the mainstay of our electricity supply and will be well into the next century. But remember that next century we're going to be using the coal to make oil, plastics, replace natural gas. We've got a lot of uses for coal. We won't be able to afford to burn it for electricity. And therefore, I think that it's quite possible, but not certain, that wind turbines will have a place in our energy system next century.
So the people in this area are the first in Britain to have a very small amount of their power that come from wind generation. However, it will stay a very small amount of power, because when the CEGB go ahead with an even bigger windmill in 1985, and then a whole site by the 1990s, that will be in England.